You are welcome to Alan Audiobooks. Today we are starting our new audiobooks with the name Enemy of Thyself. Enemy of Thyself, Chapter 1, Neighbourhood. Neighborhood brought us together as relatives, said father, as he occupied his chair boldly. My father also added with, a child does not remain a property of either his father or mother, rather than a breed to society formation liquidated from tranquility. A child is like a grain which was not deheld, but must be deheld and undergo filtration of different sieve of elders, mentors, teachers, and parents, if possible a friend. If not, a child is a breed, which if without odd breed may breed greed. Father precisely solved the implacable contention between Miss Flora and Mrs. Johnson, and make them agree to eliminate the hatred between them, and advised him to read a book with the name of Thyself, narrated by the author of How My Girlfriend Made Me Become a Writer. The author's name is Alan Fitch. Father is a peace promoter and a perfect decision maker, and also the head of the chieftain at the council of a village. Father was prominent to the neighboring villages through his kindness, philanthropy, muse, and society dedication. But to me, father was nobody but the hulabalu, cantankerous, disturber, and childhood slayer, who always trapped me at home in the name of a child, surrounding me with books and tutors at home, withdrawing me away from my pleasure, setting me to behave like a full-grown man. Though I saw it boring, but many people see me as prodigy, optimist, especially when I begin talking, writing, and reading. Anytime I heard the echoing of children playing, I felt I was mistreated. At every time I saw myself outside, it's either I'm going to school or I'm together with my papa. Papa do really saw a silly smile on my face, but he knew deep inside of me ain't happy rooming with him. But he doesn't care. He only do what he believes is the best. As time healed or wound, he makes sure that I develop the habit of staying at home without being forced into or yelled at. When you have something wrong you're doing, before quarreling with someone, get rid of that. Enemy of Thyself, said my father, Mr. Lee N. My father had helped almost 15 children plus me to see accomplishment of grade 12. Father was also a worker at Poverty Alleviation Program organization. Therefore, every end of the week, grain is distributed to every family in the village and neighboring villages. Father exhausts himself in order to put a smile on his neighbor faces. He often says, a neighbor who denies a neighbor is like a soul who denies a paradise. Father insisted on sharing food to his left and right neighbors more broadly, especially when events to celebrate arose. If my mom was questioning him, why was he sharing all this stuff to the people who might not help him in the future, he mostly smiled. One day he replied aggressively, the steam of your cooking, shattered, flowing through the air, consumed by people who can't afford it and need it. How do you plan making yourself innocent when you're interrogated by God? Mother can't answer this question, and that makes her feel disrespectful. He continued with, I do things not because I'm expecting the same or even greater, but because of our hereafter. When father mentioned hereafter, I ought to know what's the meaning of that, but I can't ask him that deep, because mother has already exasperated him. Due to that, I might consider myself locked if I try messing up with murky questions. Although stupid questioner was my profession. My name is Roy, but my mama called me Royal, and dad gave me professor. But sometimes he add my to the professor. Because all those are reasonable questions I frequently ask, I mostly direct it to him. Later, father and I become like friends, assigning me and assisting him to solve puzzling cases caused by selfish, impatient, and immarital plight in our villages. Within some time, I come to realize I'm no more a child but a full bachelor. With time, I start understanding that father was getting old. That makes me realize why he involved me in people's chaos. My ways of doing things were shouted along with praises, and my name became a boost. One day at great occasion, father was speaking about the hidden neighborhood. Eventually begins to cough, tough, and roughly. I gave him some water and take him out and drive him home. Father's sickness became very serious, thus making him spend his days at home. People of different beliefs, style, and culture of region rushed to greet and check on his health, using their native ways of medicine, but things persist. Suddenly, father kicked the bucket, and all the metropolitan mourned his death with great grief, leaving his only surviving son, wife, and high-ranking chair.